penalty. Throw in Australia.
Advantage obstruction, centre. Advantage goalkeeper, obstruction.
One great thing about Austin is the height she brings to wing attack. Ariang deflects the ball, goes out of court.
Well, isn't this a prime example of the flexibility? We've spoken about it, yes, but Ariang in at wing defence, Austin at wing attack, and both of them having blinders in positions they're not used to.
Right arm wing defence. Yep.
Back to the line. The Gems just working their way here. Oh, front position, that'll be contact from Weston.
The feed even came in. It's at the top of the circle.
Well, look at the height difference there between Holder and Weston.
Well, she looks perplexed, Weston, doesn't she?
Well,
but it was clear indication from Gary Burgess where the contact came from.
Yeah, but have a look at Holder. She's a lot smaller. She's actually getting in and under the body too. Really doing well to make it obvious that there's a bit of push and shove happening there.
Oh, it was a great rebound from the smallest in the circle, almost the smallest on court. Brianna Holder started a goal attack, went to wing attack, and looks like she'll finish the game in at goal shooter. A bit of mess from the Diamonds. Just over a minute to play as we'll wrap up the Pool A game here. And Ariang again, I tell you what, she is one of the most exciting prospects for the Diamonds. I wonder if she makes her way into the starting 7 here.
Well, she keeps this form up. Have a look. It's the chase as well and the tiptoe along the transverse line.
The awareness to keep her vision, to make sure she wasn't going offside, and use the left hand to find her target. Just clever and terrific camera work. So they stretch the score to 94, the Diamonds. They may get one more. Barbados a chance here. Chipping their way through. Back to Stout. Oh, beautiful placement through the middle. Around from Holder.
Oh,
and then
Weston to spoil the party.
Conan out. Take the mid-range, not her range normally, and a big, strong rebound from Azor Brown. Well, again, a little sloppy from Barbados. The Diamonds here with a last chance.
Oh, Kira Austin. I am here for this. I am loving this from her.
What a way to finish for the Diamonds off the hands of Kira Austin. And a big tally of 95 goals to take the game, their first of the tournament. Barbados slot in 18. And our Pool A game final result, 95-18 for Australia.
Thank you.
Well, we're counted right into the start of play here. Australia and Scotland, of course, in the green and gold. Heading to your left of screen, the Aussie Diamonds. And the Scottish Thistles in the blue. So Lizzie Watson, the captain in wing attack. Austin, the nod at goal attack. Very crowded at the top of the circle. And what a start for Scotland.
Well, there you go. You talk about crowded. Ended up being a short pass because they were so jammed together. Well, imagine the applause in the crowd if Scotland can be the first ones to get some points on the board here.
Shout out to Lauren Tate in at goalkeeper for Scotland. 2 ACLs she's returned from. 2021 was the last. So terrific news for her. And then straight into the hands of Sarah Clout.
Yeah, it's a tough game, isn't it, against the Aussie Diamonds? We mentioned that yesterday in the Barbados game. They will ride every player for every ball, and sometimes it takes a little while to get used to it as we see Sarah Clout come out for a fairly easy intercept, really, by her standards.
5 straight now, Diamonds. Just the one to Scotland in this quarter. Great backspace ball, well placed by McCall, and then Bruce comes out like Superwoman.
Yeah, the issue though, McCall is outside the circle way too hard, so she's got to get in there and break the defensive unit up.
Oh, Austin. Well, that's what she brings to wing attack, Kath, is just that awareness of the circle, because her offload speed, we call one of the most beautiful releases of pass last night in the dying seconds of the game against Barbados, and again now, unbelievable.
Dare I say it, I like her better at wing attack at the moment than I do at goal attack.
Well, she's got a few she's got to
Look
get
at that,
past. Yeah,
again.
there you go.
It is so quick. Understanding exactly what's going on inside the circle, recognising the defender's eyes are down for a split second.
While she's played at goal attack with the Vixens, she spent time with the Giants at wing attack, so she's had some time out there. That's a beauty, again, for the Australian Diamonds, someone that can swing across wing attack and goal attack. I reckon they are gold mines in your side.
Well, we've got 2 of them. Add Steph Wood into the mix as well. She's been playing there a little bit for the domestic club, Sunshine Coast Lightning.
Nice finish for Scotland. So Beth Goodwin, oh gee, down.
Yeah, Ash Braz put her head down and she just wanted to get through that space. Met with a body.
And the offload from Wood.
Goalkeeper contact.
So Steph Wood, just the 15 minutes. She's only had the 1 goal so far. We probably questioned a little bit, and we don't want to get too much into this, Kath, because we know how good Steph Wood is and in terms of her.
Left the court with 33 from 34 as well at 97%. That makes it difficult, doesn't it? When Stacey Marinkovic is trying to look for her starting goal shooter. Here's some stats I've prepared for you. They're exactly the same.
So goal number 35 will equal her tally from night 1. And Cara Conan enjoying her debut at the Commonwealth Games. Her Commonwealth Games debut, should I say. 90 seconds to play out this game. And again, Bruce over the top. Just the athleticism.
Well, it's a carbon copy of what we've seen so much of. And that is such a hard skill to do. I don't think people understand that looking at the way Courtney Bruce does it effortlessly.
McCall, terrific shot from her and almost shakes the head as if to say, where's that been for the last few minutes? A little frustrated. She needs to remind herself who she's playing against.
Contact, goalkeeper.
They're the #1 ranked team in the world, the Australian Diamonds. There for a reason. Christian, back to Nickel. Had a red hot go today, hasn't she? And offloads beautifully to Hannah Layton. Goodwin. Will she turn and shoot?
Oh.
No, she's like, I don't want to do that.
Oh, no, again. I mean, that one clearly was a contact, but has been allowed to get away with it, Courtney Bruce. So she's going to have a crack, isn't she? But look how quickly the Diamonds get down court under the post and have scored, and I'm still talking about the defensive effort.
Well, they've got their biggest return this quarter, Cass, sitting at 25 goals with just 9 seconds to play. There won't be enough time for another for them. So they've built throughout this game, and that'll please coach Stacey Marinkovic. A wayward ball over a third, but the siren will go, and the Australian Diamonds victorious in their second game here at the Commonwealth Games. A big win over the Scottish Thistles, 83-30. So a terrific finish for the Diamonds. They are in Pool A, and as expected, a couple of wins for them in their first. We get the game underway with Australia heading to your right of screen. South Africa in the dark green.
Well, we've seen Gretel Bowetta starting each of the games there in goal shooter, and it's been the same ball, hasn't it? Staying back, take as well as we see another change just being ringing. So it'll be Marweni going off for a little bit of a rest. We've seen her caught up with Karakone in the last couple of plays down court.
Well, you commented before, Kath, that for South Africa, this game is over, so to speak. They'll want to see it out and still be skillful and do their best. But they've got other fish to fry as this tournament unfolds, and someone like Pumza Maweni is best left on the bench at the moment.
Yeah, as was Msomi, who was pulled off a little bit earlier before, so plenty of thought around that. They want to get players out and play against the best in the world for sure. It's an experience. It's a massive learning curve. Well, and that is a huge win too. The pressure, very late call.
Contact, yep.
Late call though.
Yeah, clever call though. The umpire was on the far side and was able to see that right-hand push from Zimbella. So, well done, ump. It's a rarity, Sue Gordian. Just acknowledging the form here of this umpire. And Kira Austin ticking along nicely.
Yeah, 10 from 12. 83% now, Kira Austin, since she entered the game.
I feel like she started to craft a bit more out the front too as that latter part of the third quarter started to unfold. Just finding her feet.
That is contact centre and offside.
Well, look at the defensive pressure inside the circle. Which one would you rather be on, Sarah Clow or Courtney Bruce?
None.
No, exactly. Neither. Thanks very much. Covering every part of the circle, challenging every ball.
Keeper contact.
And body.
Yep, Sarah Clow, that was blatant. So the Australian defenders here just attracting a little bit of the whistle down this right-hand side. Another one against Bruce.
Well, we talked about the penalties, and where they really start to get in the head of players is the physicality, and that is naturally going to build, isn't it, when the contest gets a little bit harder. Huge rebound, worked beautifully between the two.
Well, a victory for the Diamonds off 4 or 5 penalties. It needed to go through the middle for South Africa, and in a blink it's down court, and Watson, the not strong enough hands, sees the ball go out of court. Oh dear. Well, a little bit of fatigue kicking in on both sides. You wouldn't expect that of the Diamonds off the rest date.
Australia.
Another great story, Sunday Ariang. The youngest of the Aussie Diamonds. Debuted in January. Moved from Ethiopia at the age of 1 with her family.
South Africa.
2 sisters and a brother. One of the sisters, Ruth Ariang, in the West Coast Fever program, an up-and-comer and a very exciting prospect.
Band structure, wing attack.
I'm sure they'll be watching at home. Grizel. Nice into the pocket from Somi.
Absolutely no hesitation in giving that high ball, and it's still got to go over Sarah Clow. Impressive stuff.
Vandenberg doesn't look like she's going to miss Catherine.
No, we're not,
Oh,
but not phased by the occasion either. He's quite happy to turn and just put them up.
I think I might have had her on
In line
since
with
the
me.
start of the game.
Advantage obstruction, goal defence.
Well, still sitting at 100% too. 9 from 9.
South Africa.
So started to really push this quarter out, the Australian team, 17-8, foot down. So defensively so far, their best return, keeping the South African side a little more quiet, although there has been some changes for them as well.
Oh, that's a good ball. Just need a little bit more on it. I love how the pace of it, though. Wanted that quick connection and that drive down court.
So the final 2 minutes of the opening game here on day 4. Pool A, Australia and South Africa winding down. Of course, it'll be a Diamonds victory, no doubt, but how will South Africa weigh up their performance in this game, Kat?
Oh, I reckon they'll be happy with it. They'll be happy with patches of it. Certainly that third quarter is a highlight. 16-13, only went down by the 3 goals. And they've been consistent throughout. There was 11 in the first, 13 in the second, 13 in the third, sitting on 9 at the moment.
Back 1 set, goal attack.
So they've given them a good nudge, and they've rotated the players as well. And I think they've all had fairly good games at different moments.
So Telliard out strong, plenty of energy to burn in this latter part of the game. Somi over the top of Ariang, and lovely little hand though.
Contact with defence
And the
outside.
Diamonds defence. Joe Weston getting in amongst it as well. Last 50 seconds to play.
Oh, that's a brave ball to put over, but there was no other option. And continues on her way, Vandenberg.
Is she a little bit Irene van Dijk? I hate to say that.
yes.
No, but
Centre of South Africa.
seriously, I think she's got a little
That is not out of
IVD
play.
about her.
Centre.
One of the New Zealand greats, but born South
Contact goal
Africa.
defence.
I just like the way she
Beside the
looks at
goal
the
attack.
post. Interesting.
Keep an eye on that one.
I'll have to message Irene and see what she thinks. So the last 15 seconds here. Can South Africa score another one? They won't get half a century.
Hold time. Centre, that's an intentional instruction with the intent of delay. It's a caution. Next time will be a warning. Bring it up. No, bring it into the soup.
All right, so
Come in.
a warning with
Put it to
7
the goal
seconds.
attack.
The next time it
Goal
happens,
attack.
unlikely,
Wheeler.
because the game will be
Centre, you're
finished.
out of play.
So centre out of play, just getting very clear indication here from the umpire. One last chance at a goal here for South Africa, and it drops in, but it's the Australian Diamonds that'll walk off the court victorious and undefeated. They'll sit at the top of the table in Pool A with a massive victory over South Africa, world number 5, a dominant performance. Australia 74 to South Africa's 49. It's looking good for the Diamonds. So it's day 5 action here at the Netball, and Australia and Wales, number 1 taking on number 8 in the world. And the Welsh with ball in hand. Betsy Creek.
Oh, tip early there from Murray Young too. It's going to be those long arms, isn't it? You can see the height difference already.
Well, speaking of height difference, there's some tall timbers, as I mentioned, in the circle for Wales.
And a super quick release coming from Creek as well. That'll be something the Diamonds defenders have got to get on top of.
So Ash Brazel into the centre.
Contact with defence.
Watch her combination with Liz Watson, noting that Kate Maloney sitting on the bench. We know what that combination can look like. Bueta.
Well, these shooters, so good last night. Team performance of 97% shooting. How good is that? And keep that bar up there as you just see a tip coming from Lizzie Watson and the scraps through Ari Young and then through Brazel.
High ball Brazel, though, disconnected to Conan. So wanting to show some discipline, likely to work ball to circle edge. That'll probably be the message through to Brazel. In the meantime, Jones.
Oh, a little late there, Liz Watson. Uncharacteristically so too. That could be tired bodies. Oh, well, Courtney Bruce. I love the little ponytail she's rocking tonight. You don't normally see that from her.
To the line, kept in play by Jones. Creek didn't know where to go and then goes the high road, but the deflection comes from Clow. The pick up with Dyke, so they still hold on here, Wales.
Well, look at the height of Rowe. This is her first shot and sinks it. So, keeping a little in front here, Wales.
Goal third.
Oh, nice work, Griddle Bueta. Front cut. Just put her head down and went. And that's the sort of stuff the feeder wants when they turn. That's what they want to see coming at them.
To a 9-6 quarter now, the Diamonds. Again, just proving how quickly they can score. Lovely move.
Look how sharp, though, from Wales here. 3 really quick, sharp balls, and that could have been a beauty if they'd read that dodge better. Take nothing away from the work Sarah Clow did.
This would be a pleasing game to review for Wales, not so much for Kate Maloney, who wanted to spend it before she'd earned it. And a couple of people just going for a smooth cycle through Birmingham.
Contact with defence. Centre third.
Nia Jones was trying to do what she did the other night then, and that's bounce past the ball through the legs of the defending player.
Good if you can get away with it.
Yeah, Gretel Bueta was having none of that.
Well, a long way back here, Wales, but again, not flustered by not being able to go where they want to. That was a lucky one, wasn't it, from Jones?
Yeah. So it's kind of the two Joneses here. They're basically playing keepings off between the two of them.
Waiting for something else to
Correct.
appear.
Yeah, just
Well,
look at that.
that's got to be a short pass.
No, that rule's a little different now.
Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah, side the goal defence.
Yeah,
So-
little tip on the arm then coming from Joe Weston. So Rowe will get another shot at it.
So the patience pays off, doesn't it, for Wales on that approach?
Barney's right behind wing attack.
Conan out, lovely drive and timed to the top of the circle by Austin.
Contact, goal defence, ball.
That is one thing they've been disciplined on tonight, though, Kath, is working their way to circle edge. I don't know whether that's been part of the plan.
Well, good hands, Lizzie Watson.
Time.
Again, the games are being officiated to within an inch of their lives, aren't they?
Yep,
Throw in goal third.
yep.
Every second is being spared.
Contact goal attack.
Roberts clever, but the hand came in from Weston. So again, from this spot just earlier, it was impressive. But she can't back it up, Eleanor Roberts. So the Diamonds here, a chance to fly through court. Buetta up high. Weston opens up the right shoulder.
Nothing, though, for Cara Conan, so she stays out
Oh,
the side
my
of the circle, and there it
goodness.
is.
The time, please replay that. The timing on that movement from Gretel Buetta then was sublime. Absolutely brilliant.
The split too, and the heavy hit as she takes the ball. There's nothing she can't do now, Gretel Buetta, and I'm going to call it early. Player of the tournament.
Yeah, so far for me, definitely. There's a couple others. There are a couple of others, should I say, that are there and thereabouts. Sterling started to really creep up, have some impact. Eleanor Cardwell flying for England at the moment.
Yes. Barney's right out of play wing attack.
So 11 seconds, a chance to pop one more in here for Wales. They're going to have to be a little less patient.
Inside, pass or shot.
So here we go, a penalty for Roberts. She can score the final goal of the game. Doesn't realise the clock has ticked down. Offloads the ball, so therefore misses the opportunity to score. So the Diamonds, they notch up win number 4 of the tournament. And we're going to use the word again, in clunky style, I guess, 79-33 over Wales. So Pool A, Australia and Jamaica raring to go tonight. Promises to be a beauty. Everyone's been waiting for this one, haven't they, Kath? This is a different Sunshine Girls right here, right now. So the whistle blows. The Jamaicans heading to your right of screen in the yellow and black. And the Diamonds straight into defence with a tip deflection to Steph Wood.
Obstruction goal attack.
Well, already look at Courtney Bruce pushing Janelle Fowler really high. Obviously knows her better than anyone else from that training environment, the West Coast Fever. She's not going to shoot the long bombs all day.
Good start from Shanice Beckford. Beautiful split and confidence at the post. Now the Diamonds and the Melbourne Vixens pair through Maloney with ball in hand and Watson.
Contact, goal defence
Now
outside.
the attacking
Goal defence
mid-court
inside.
for the Diamonds.
Yeah, good 2-on-1 there. Steph Wood went the screen on Shamira Sterling. Easy to Buetta at the back. And here's that ball over the top. Nice to see Williams back on court at wing attack. The change with Thomas really didn't give them what they needed in attack, Jamaica. So they've gone back to the combination that served them so well that first half where they were just down by the 1.
Sterling out with Buetta. Again, Latonya Wilson. Keep your eyes on the goal defence for Jamaica, and with the defence coach from Jamaica, Rob Wright, asking Wilson to spend more time out on Wood. That's where he says the turnover ball is possible. I think with a defence end like Jamaica, the turnover ball's possible anywhere, surely.
The importance of this game, obviously huge, but no changes made yet in this game. If you're sticking with this as your starting 7, they've got 2 massive games still to come in the next 3 days. That's a big workload.
Rest day tomorrow for both of these sides. They'll look forward to it. Khadijah Williams back onto the court as we mentioned. That's what she does. Long ball to Fowler.
Wing defence obstruction. Goal defence
A bit more whistle already in this final quarter.
Have a look at Bruce and Fowler.
They'll be used to that, surely.
Oh, absolutely. And it's almost a lost cause, isn't it? Like, how do you stop that in that moment with a penalty?
Australia.
Off the back to Western. And then Buetta closed through the middle, so that was cleverly done by Jamaica. Thought they might have cottoned onto that a bit earlier in the third. So Australia and Jamaica here. (47-42) Australia and Jamaica. Last quarter in play, 12 and a half minutes to play out. And Jamaica are getting plenty of opportunity. Just sadly for them throwing the ball away. The Diamonds have worked hard through the third to get into this lead. And I'll tell you what, the intensity of this game has just risen, Kath.
Yeah, 5 in it is absolutely nothing if you think about this lady with the ball right now. Janelle Fowler can do damage in seconds with that stature. She's an easy target to find. That is a good thing for the Jamaica to keep in mind. That's what they're not lacking, any of that defensive stuff.
So one back for Jamaica. Their centre pass. And looking a little similar as they did in the opening quarter where they got a 4-goal lead on Australia. Oh, gee, back to 3. The Diamonds now, the perceived pressure comes at them. Wood under pressure from Wilson. That's what Rob Wright, the assistant coach, has asked for.
Got to keep clean in the contest though, doesn't she? Because you don't want Steph Wood undefended. She's such a playmaker.
Both shooters caught on that far side.
There are bodies going everywhere. Well, we talked in the early games about the umpiring and how much whistle there's been. Hardly, well, not as much this game. There's just too much to keep an eye on.
Fans are chewing their knuckles. This has been the best game we've had so far at this tournament, with 2 of the best in the world. Oh, gee, hands from Bruce, doesn't quite get there. Fowler in the end. So back to 3. Nervous smiles all around the stadium.
Well, you can tell the difference Williams has made, can't you? Straight away in attack. Had a bit of time to sit on the bench. Keep an eye on the game.
You feel like the crowd's definitely against the Aussies here. And they love an underdog.
No 2 ways about it against the Aussies.
Wilson.
That's got to be a replay. So
is.
another opportunity here for Jamaica. I feel like they've almost spooked themselves in the wins and then the transition.
Well, the patience by Australia in the third as we look here at that little tip from Latanya Wilson, the goal defence for Jamaica. The patience, it's almost overdoing the patience here. But that's that perceived pressure, Kat. The scoreline's tightened. This is Jamaica, the greatest threat, I believe, at this tournament. So Shanice Beckford goes high, puts Fowler under pressure.
Oh, well, now's the opportunity. Bruce down. Yes, smart, quick double play.
Here comes Jamaica. Oh, gee, don't they love it? Up in the grandstands. How do the Australians respond? Williams, high.
How quickly has this game been turned on its head? Just like that, back to 1.
Oh, you can see the face of Marinkovic, and there's Fowler. She's wooing her side on here. They've never played in a gold medal game, and this won't get them there yet. There's still a long road, semi-finals to come. But gee, wouldn't they like a win against Australia at a Commonwealth Games, which has never happened before? Oh, no!
Well, we haven't seen that this game. That is the pressure that you've been talking about, Sue Gordian. Mistakes like that have been few and far between for the Australian Diamonds, particularly to Gretel Buweta.
So the Diamonds here need some serious defensive work through court. Sterling, Khadijah Williams, she's had a 15-minute rest and come on all guns blazing. Fowler's out. I haven't seen her outside the circle much this game at all. The look in the Jamaicans' faces at the moment, Catherine, for me, makes me nervous.
As it should. Do you know, if Australia get through this with the win, this game, exceptional pressure. It's now even. The crowd is going for Jamaica. This is what they're going to face if they get through to a gold medal game, or if they come up against the home nation. The chance to go up by one.
Wowee, Jamaica now leading by one. They trailed by 6 at the three-quarter break, and in just under 7 minutes of netball have turned the tides here on the Australian Diamonds. World number one, Steph Wood's been good. Does she fall short here? No, that's what the Diamonds need. What a game.
Well, who keeps their nerve in this 7 minutes?
Not me.
Please do. The split from Fowler.
So the first of the half sent. Look at Janelle Fowler. Oh, she means business.
Well, she's got the taste of the wins this year with a premiership with the West Coast Fever, and she wants more of it.
The Diamonds now need to find the confidence, the form. Oh, gee, and that's not it. Latanya Wilson. It's the Adelaide Thunderbirds defence here for Jamaica, and this is where this connection's going to start to really challenge Australia. They know each other well, Sterling and Wilson. Great swing of the ball to Watson. Steph Wood again. I feel like everything's resting on that kid's shoulders.
All the way back. A little bit more patience here from Jamaica now. They're not looking long and trying to throw that big ball.
The closest ever that Jamaica and Australia have had in terms of a game, Catherine, 2006 Melbourne Commonwealth Games, a draw at 54 all. Because you don't play extra time in the round games. Oh, could you imagine?
I can, and I kind of want it to happen.
Oh,
how
dear.
good would that be?
Wow. Isn't she enjoying it, Shanice Beckford? Terrific smile on the face of the goal attack. 3 times at a Commonwealth Games and enjoying every second of it.
Gretel Buweta still out of the circle. Needs to get herself back in though. Split those 2 defenders. Well, you're so right about the pressure Steph Wood is under, because Gretel Buweta has been shut down in this final quarter, but Steph Wood is up for the challenge. 18 from 20, 90% shooting.
Absorbing it, isn't she, Wood? 51 all, just over 5 to play. Quick swing of the ball out to Dixon Rochester. Look at the mess. That's like net, set, go netball. Everyone around the ball.
Wow, what a well-placed ball between the 2 Aussie Diamonds defenders in Weston and Bruce. And Janelle Fowler, she almost looks bored, but it's just the cool cucumber poker face.
Nothing bored about that. Buweta, good strong take wide. Lizzie Watson,
another
no.
one! Overcooked this time. Jo Weston to her teammate from the Melbourne Vixens, Liz Watson. Well, they're putting themselves under all sorts of pressure. You can see the turnovers at your top of your screen. Australia's creeping up. And you're right, you could throw a blanket over this attack line. They all want to help. They all want to touch the ball. That's a positive, but it's about finding the space. And that lady right there, Janelle Fowler, look at the bench.
So the injury time called for Australia on the goal defence. Jo Weston goes to the bench. Courtney Bruce out to goal defence. Sarah Clow now comes into goalkeeper. So a roll of the dice here by Coach Marinkovic. A bit more height out the front and straight away into effect. A little disruption to the Jamaicans. And gee, isn't this important here for Australia, this goal?
Well, Courtney Bruce will give you so much in attack. She'll be on that transverse line. She'll be a big part of it.
Clever by Maloney then, just checked with the umpire that it was play on. Could have easily gone away with the ball there to the opposition. So, oh gee, little hand again, Wilson. That's a dangerous left and right arm she's got.
Well, the Aussies can't win any love from this crowd, can they?
Nope.
Liz Watson just wants to get on with the job and gets booed for her efforts.
So one back for the Diamonds here, and it'll be their centre pass, a chance to level the score with just over 3.5 to play. Opening into the circle from Wood. Buetta, for me, she's gone a little quiet, hasn't she?
Well, she's been shut down. Sterling has been doing the job, but you can see Wilson also dropping back to cover her. That's why Steph Wood has really got to be the impact in this quarter.
Wood looks exhausted, but she's keeping going. There you go, nice little rotation. Draws the contact eventually. Oh! Sterling, too good! Well, she tried to fake the pass over to Buetta, but Shamira Sterling was all over it like a rash.
Massive, massive play from Jamaica. But the issue's not been in that department, it's been this one. The transition and the score. Fowler knocked down.
Well, takes that ball like her life depended on it, does Janelle Fowler. And she'll shoot the goal and keep Jamaica in front by 2.
Here's the work from Sterling. Have a look. Well, it was going to be a reject of the shot. It turned into a pass.
Oh, the Diamonds under pressure here. Jamaica, for me, it is theirs to lose. Look at them on their feet to go 3 in front with just over 2 to play here.
Oh, have a look at the bench. Well, they're letting it all out, aren't they?
So Janelle Fowler just being asked to get the ball back quicker after the goal is scored. Delaying play. No call though, no penalty applied.
I am loving this from Steph Wood.
Gee.
She missed the shot, but she wants to take the shot. That's the important part here. Gretel Buetta, a massive rebound.
Gave the umpire a red-hot look in the process. Wasn't thrilled that she didn't get a contact call for that.
Look at the strength on the rebound, though, from Gretel Buetta.
90 seconds to go here. The Diamonds, they need to find ball. Beckford. Does she offload to Fowler?
Well, she's been cold, hasn't had a shot in a while, Beckford.
Clown needs to stand out of play here. They need time with the ball. Oh, gee, could this be the one that seals the game for Jamaica? They're out by 3 with a minute to play. Oh, we are staring down the barrel here of a moment in time at Commonwealth Games netball for world number 4, Jamaica. The Diamonds, they'd been in front by as much as 6 throughout the game. There's Paige Hadley. They need 1 turnover here. 45. Patience from Jamaica.
Well, that's a dangerous game to play to against Australia, though, isn't it? They've got to penetrate. They've got to get it down and try and score. Keep that pressure on.
30 seconds. Beckford. 2 on Fowler. Oh, they're doing it well here, Jamaica. The Diamonds can't get hand to ball. This ball surely goes to Beckford to seal the game for Jamaica. Oh, dear, look at Janelle Fowler. Rob Wright is on his feet. 6 seconds to go here for Jamaica. into Puetta. What a monumental moment here at the Commonwealth Games. Look at them as they run out onto the court. Jamaica beat Australia for the first time in Games history. Extraordinary scenes. The Diamonds defeated the first time this tournament. And Jamaica will go to the top of Pool A with the scoreline 57-55. What a game. Oh, a big punch in the air from Janelle Fowler. That, I don't even think we can begin to understand how much this would mean to the Jamaicans, Kath.
An incredible moment, isn't it? Because they got themselves in a good position so many times throughout that game. It looked like Australia had taken control and it was all over. The fight back from Jamaica, the belief.
They've never won gold or silver, but with world-class bookends and a newfound discipline, they are ready to create history. Welcome to the NEC Arena as Australia and Jamaica compete for gold.
There was no issue Jamaica getting over New Zealand by the 16 goals, and here's that particular lineup. No changes from this lineup that took to the court in the semi-final. It's Fowler with Beckford, Williams out at wing attack, Dixon Rochester in the middle, and then the defensive trio that has become synonymous with winning plenty of ball back. Ward, Wilson and Shamira Sterling against New Zealand. Amazing. Here we go. Here are the Diamonds, the starting seven, and again, no changes from the team that beat England in the semi. It's Puetta and Wood. Lizzie Watson, the captain, will team up again with her Melbourne Vixens teammate Kate Maloney. Ash Brazel was in exceptional form, lifted another level in the semi against England.
So the Australian Diamonds out onto the court. Jamaica await them. Gold medal time here at the NEC Arena in Birmingham. The final moment for netball at the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games. The same starting seven for both sides. And it was the Diamonds that went down to Jamaica in the Pool A game by 2 in the semi-finals. Both victories. Australia by 9 against England. Jamaica by 16 against New Zealand. Kelly Ryan, the CEO of Netball Australia, is patriotic, as you would expect in the crowd.
Well, she was the only one cheering, wasn't she? She's got to be.
So a proud history for the Australian Diamonds here at the Commonwealth Games. 3 gold and 3 silver. And they want that to go to 4 for gold. We are underway, the whistle blows, and the Australian Diamonds get us moving to the left of screen. First centre pass, Beckford down for Jamaica. The captain, Lizzie Watson, in at wing attack. Maloney.
Keep an eye on the battle. Goal shooter and goalkeeper Gretel Puetta up against Shamira Sterling. That'll be one of the best. That's an early tip, and it comes from Wilson.
Well, this defence end for Jamaica, world class. The goalkeeper, Shamira Sterling. Goal defence, Latanya Wilson, both by their trade out here in Australia. Suncorp Super Netball Adelaide Thunderbirds. Their team. And Steph Wood, the vice-captain.
Ash Brazel, I felt like was a little bit of their weak link against Jamaica in that round loss. Not enough defensive pressure from her, and already she's changing the story.
Great drive to the top of the circle by Maloney. Quick hands with Wood and the offload. That's a better ball with height over the top of Wilson.
Well, fair enough. Can't be throwing those in. Got to pay some respect here to the athleticism of this Jamaican defence line.
Jamaica, the disciplined approach, it's got them here to a gold medal game. Patience with the ball. Beckford, Williams free, and then a quick release into Fowler.
Where the goal shooter is.
Well, we saw Joe Weston on the ground a few times in the last meeting against Jamaica. It is impossible to move Janelle Fowler. There's the work from Wilson.
Recap here, it was Australia by 2 at quarter time, 14-12, and then a 17-15 quarter owned by the Jamaicans to tie things up.
Structure goal defence.
So we head into the third quarter, and in sport where there are 4, we often call this the championship quarter. Setting up the final one, you'd like to go in with your nose in front.
Gretel Bueta has had the ball in her hands 3 times inside the circle.
Centre is outside.
Hasn't looked at the post. Make that now 4. That was a penalty though. Couldn't shoot it.
That's
Some
contact
fancy
centre.
work out the front. That's where she likes it. And 2 of the best mid-quarters in the game. It is the Vixens grand final attack line.
Spending
Advantage offside,
more time in the circle, I really like it.
Well, yeah, Cara Conan screaming for it on a couple of occasions. She's been right there under the post. It took them a long time to find her. Nonetheless, they do.
Well, and the thing is, Kath, as we know, both Conan and Bueta not overly comfortable with the long shot. Bueta's capable, not necessarily Conan, so they have to find the road to close under the post. And Clow again.
Well, you generally don't see those sort of wins till the last quarter. She's picked up 3 in front, intercepts since she's entered the court.
Keep her holding.
Jodie Ann Ward has been very quiet. Lizzie Watson, the better of her tonight to date.
Every single ball, though, this is where the ball's being turned over, is challenged, the one-on-one stuff. Courtney Bruce now has come up with a couple.
Hold time. Centre, that's an intentional contact. It's a caution. Next time it will be a warning.
Well, the last 15 minutes, should I say, before we crown our gold medalists here at Birmingham 2022. And it's the Diamonds that have led amicably, haven't they, from the start? A terrific third quarter performance, setting up a 6-goal lead. And this is what Jamaica need to do early. Kath, just remind us when they met last, what happened. Conan front position,
yes.
And there's the hand from Sterling.
Well, you called it. And that's what she's capable of. Jamaica have got to pounce on those scraps, though. Well, ended up in almost the same position. Gretel Bueta, a lot of work to get there.
Against England last night, so it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds.
But this is also where Jamaica started to let it rip. And that's what I mean by let it rip. Finding that ball into Fowler. Potentially
possibly a
5. Yeah.
Possibly a 5th this year. Oh, gee, what a take under the body was Latanya Wilson. Gretel Bueta hasn't missed a goal, and I don't want to put the commentator's curse on her, but she's 32 from 32.
Oh, look at the takes too. This is almost a carbon copy of the pressure that started to mount on the Diamonds, and they didn't respond well in that pool game.
Lovely double play to the post.
Contact wrist.
Between Dixon Rochester and Beckford. Oh dear, well, they tighten the score here, Jamaica, back to 5. It's been some time, and it is also their centre pass. So we could be at 4 goals, Kath. Oh, we will be at 4 goals. Fowler.
And that's the confidence that started to happen in the fourth quarter the other night as well.
I don't want to give the ball at all this mid-court. Look at them. Oh, gee.
Got to shoot them. Got to shoot them.
They do not look confident, Australia.
Well, they are working extremely hard. And it should have been shot. Those moments you don't take for granted. Courtney Bruce.
Oh, surely she had that. Well, Jamaica, in a blink, have brought this scoreline back to 3. Oh, the crowd. Are they going to be the difference?
Contact goalkeeper, no goal tag where you are. Goalkeeper, step up with her.
Cloud to stand out to play. Clear directions from the umpire.
Play on. Set the penalty. The side, keep it on. Next time we're up.
You feeling comfortable, Kath?
Are you asking me because I've just gone mute for a little while?
Yes. Oh, there you go.
I'm feeling better now after that win back from Australia. And they look to have sorted the timing issue down this end in attack.
I feel like they've weathered the storm. Liz Watson, to me, at times just chewy in her hands to let that ball go. And it's the pressure of the contest, isn't it? Getting in that first ball contest from Bruce and placing Beckford under pressure.
And then look at the work Courtney Bruce does in attack.
This move defensively, we said how good Plough had been out the front. Bruce has been as good in goal defence. Brazel's been terrific on the wing. I'm not calling this early. I'm just highlighting some individual brilliance.
Jamaica. Both players.
So 3 minutes to play. Jamaica need to score quickly and then get into some of their best defensive effort ever. They have won the hearts of everybody. But they've met a very sterling Australian Diamonds who have learnt from defeat just 3 nights ago against the same side. And the tears start to well in the eyes of the Australians. They know they've got this one, Kath Cox.
What a moment to see the bench. And it is quite often the bench that has that realisation first. The players on the court too involved in the process at the moment.
No goal.
They're still screaming, they still want the defence. There's no way Jamaica get through here, so Australia and fans throughout the country can enjoy this last minute.
Structure goal shooter.
Oh, great take from Wilson.
Vantage contact and moving off.
38 to play. Bruce takes a look at it. The Jamaicans keep going to the end, but it is all about the Australian Diamonds. They've had 3 gold previously and 3 silver, and they will add another gold to that tally.
Goal defence contact.
Quick looking at the Jamaican bench, and they look disappointed, but they shouldn't be. Haven't done any better than a bronze in previous campaigns. They will take the silver.
20 seconds to play out here at the NEC Arena to wrap up netball at Birmingham 2022. The Australian Diamonds have been impressive, and they'll count down the last 7 seconds here. Buetta's been superb. It's all about the Diamonds as they take the 1,000th gold medal for Australia at the Games. It is gold for the Diamonds. Gold, gold, gold. The Diamonds triumph over Jamaica. An extraordinary moment for netball for the Australian Diamonds and coach Stacey Marinkovic.
Well, Paige Hadley, she can barely run, but she's out there hopping on one leg, wants to be a part of it. Gretel Buetta, what a superstar, has been all tournament.
Well, 8 debutants for the Australian Diamonds at this game, and they will step in and grab a gold medal. Congratulations to the Australian Diamonds. They had to play their best game on the day that mattered most, didn't they, Kath?
They did, and it had to be some great coaching as well. Stacey Marinkovic made all the right moves at all the right times and got Australia across the line.
It's been 4 years for the likes of Courtney Bruce to have to be reminded of the pain of 2018. She can put that to bed now as Australia take gold here. The final result, 55-51, a 4-goal victory to the Australian Diamonds and their 4th gold medal at a Commonwealth Games.
Commonwealth Games champions.
I can feel the tears coming. What a moment for these athletes. Steve Hawkins, one of the physios for the Diamonds in the crowd.
So the 25th captain of Australia, Liz Watson.
Captain Liz Watson
receives a gold, previously a silver in 2018. And what about Sunday Ariang, the first African-born player to represent the Diamonds. Austin returns from an ACL injury to take gold. And Ash Brazel desperately wanted to do this in front of her family, her wife Brooke and 2 children. Bruce, the history is now gold.
What a season. What a season. And Gretel Beretta.
The injured Paige Hadley would have been formidable as a teammate from the sidelines. And an extraordinary performance from Sarah Clow, wasn't it? Turned the game for Australia.
Look at the smiles on the faces of the teammates as they watch each other get the medal. That's what this is really all about, isn't it? They've been so supportive of their sisters right throughout.
Jo Weston also returning from 2018 alongside Vice-Captain Steph Wood. So for 4 of these Aussie Diamonds, a silver turns to gold. And it's the 1,000th gold medal for Australia at the Commonwealth Games. A historic moment for netball and for Australia.
Really is an inspiration, and look at the smiles on the faces